Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another first impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Resogun. Now Resogun is one of the first exclusive indie titles for the PlayStation 4, and if you guys have been following my channel in the past couple of days, you guys know that Resogun is probably one of the games that has me the most excited about owning a PlayStation 4. So let's see what Resogun is all about, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Now, first off, let me just tell you that Resogun is quite the hectic game, so you can expect me to stutter as I try to focus on the game and do live commentary at the same time. This is a pretty challenging game to do live commentary. As a matter of fact, this is my second attempt at doing so because I failed miserably the first time around. So let's try this again. So, Resogun, I already finished the game because the game is fairly short in terms of levels and whatnot. I can't even tell you how many levels it has, but I don't think it has that many. Like, let's go to single level. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. You got 5 levels. You can probably go through the whole game in about an hour or so, depending on the difficulty that you're playing, as well as the number of objectives that you're trying to achieve and whatnot. Basically, about an hour is enough to get through the whole game, at least in Rookie. I don't know how it's going to be in harder difficulties, but I started playing at Rookie because I'm not that experienced in shoot-'em-ups. Either way, as you start to play the game, the first choice that you have to make is which ship you're going to take. Now, I went through the whole game with the Nemesis ship because I didn't like the idea of relying on Overdrive too much. Overdrive is one of the abilities that you're going to be able to do as you're playing the title. So I preferred going for agility and additional boost. But as you can see, you have your own choices. You can go for a ship that relies a lot more on overdrive and a lot less on its agility and boost. And then you have a ship which is pretty much balanced. So we're going to go with the balanced ship just to kind of show you guys what it's all about. And just to get an idea of how the score can vary, this is my best score on this level, which is like 15 million points. And as you can see, the number one worldwide has 227 million points. Okay, I completed the level just like he did, but assuming that you're going to get more points as you up the difficulty and as you make sure that you save all the humans and all that stuff and perform all the objectives in the level and finish the level as fast as you possibly can, you're going to be able to achieve higher scores. So the challenge in the game, once again, is about actually trying out each level with trying out each of these levels with the harder difficulties, as well as challenging yourself as much as you possibly can. So let's get started and see if I can actually explain to you guys what the objectives are. So obviously the objective at any given time is to shoot the crap out of everything that's on screen, but it's not just about that, and that's what I used to think. I used to think it's all about just shooting stuff that's on screen. So let's go ahead and try to explain you guys a little bit more about what the game is actually about. So for starters, in order to shoot, you're going to be flicking your right stick. So you flick it left, you shoot left, you flick it right, you shoot right. It doesn't matter which side you're facing. So let's actually pick up this human. As you can see, we just picked up a human. Also, our score multiplier is lowering, so let's make sure to keep it going up. Throw this human over there. So one of the objectives in the level is to make sure that you pick up as many humans as you possibly can. As you can see, they are being caged there, and they will be released at certain intervals throughout the game. Now, how do you get those humans to be released? That is the first question, because obviously you want to get as much score as possible, which means you want to make sure that you save all the humans. Now, for starters, if you look at the upper left corner, you're going to be seeing a human counter. Green means that you've saved that particular human. If it's glowing blue, it means that there is a keeper detected, which you guys should be seeing in a couple of seconds. There, heard that? Keeper detected. Whenever you hear keeper detected, it means that there's going to be some kind of enemy spawning that is going to glow green, which, as you can see there, these guys are glowing green. So you want to kill these guys as fast as possible, and they will release a human, as you see there. If you do not kill them and they exit the screen, the human will die. He will not be released and he will die in its cage. And then once you save the humans, you want to take them over there to one of these things at the top of the screen, which will basically teleport the human away, I guess. Either way, there's another keeper detected. Let's make sure to pick that up. There, killed another one. And if you notice, it leaves a trail indicating which human is going to be set free. Now, obviously, you want to go and pick that human up. You can also see that there's like a green indicator, making it easier for you to identify where the human is. However, there is no indicator that tells you where the where each of the keepers is, so that you will always have to make some kind of visual identification. And as you can see, right now we have another keeper right here. I want to make sure to take those keepers out, and it looks like it freed a human on the other side of the level. So I'm going to actually use Turbo, which is that you guys just saw. And Turbo basically allows you to boost through everything, like your ship becomes invulnerable as you're going through Turbo, but it has a limited duration. And if you're still going in Turbo and like Turbo ends and you hit something while not in Turbo, you're going to die. So that's the thing, you have to calculate where you're going to end up by the time you release that Turbo button, because if you end up somewhere that you're not supposed to be, you're going to get killed. Now also, if you notice at the very top of the map, as we are killing this this keeper, at the very top of the map there is a multiplier of score. Now obviously this is going to keep on increasing the more things you kill, and you want to not lose your score multiplier. So let's go ahead and pick up this human. And there's another keeper here, which means we're going to be freeing another human. Actually, there's still another keeper somewhere, and no, we got that other keeper. Man, 3 humans just got released, so give me a second here. I want to pick up these humans. I want to see if I can get as much score as possible. Power up. Whenever you see these power-ups, they will upgrade your weapon. Let's get the Turbo going. Pick up another human. Humans are always going to be on the floor once they're released, so you can just like hug the floor and go Turbo, and you will always be able to pick up humans pretty damn fast. And once you pick up the humans, you drop them off on the things that you guys have seen me drop them off. Let me see if I can take my ship over there and show you. There, if you see this right here, this is where you're supposed to take the humans. They have like a little tractor beam thing going on, which is why I just tossed the humans. You can either toss the humans by using the L2 button, or you can physically fly them through the tractor beam that you see over there. Tossing them is a lot more fun. You can also juggle them, like you can do this, and then you shoot them, and they'll keep floating. Oh, I lost my multiplier because I was messing around with the human. But either way, you want to keep that multiplier going, because obviously it's going to increase your score. And the way that you're going to be competing with in the online leaderboards and whatnot, and even just challenging yourself and your friends, is keeping that multiplier going at all times. Like if I was going for maximum min-max run, I would obviously want to restart this. Either way, there's also something called a bomb. You press R2 and you destroy everything on screen. Now each level is divided through several phases, which is what you're watching there. Phase complete, phase complete. It allows you to kind of monitor your progress through the level. Oh, we just lost a human because I missed a keeper, I guess. Either way, it allows you to keep track of your progress as you're going through the different phases of the level to see if you're doing okay or not. Basically, I feel it's more to for those people who are doing, like I said, maximum score attacks and that kind of thing, so that they can track their progress, like if they evolve throughout the level or not. So it is extremely challenging, as you can see. I mean, right now this level, obviously it's not that challenging because it is in rookie mode, and I do have a little bit of practice. Here's the keepers. Let's go ahead and get that human. Oh wow, there's a ton of keepers for this particular human. And boop. And that is going to give us the last human. Let's take him to the portal. Now, each of the ships has different configurations from what I can tell, because, for instance, this ship does not seem to have a rocket launcher, which my ship that I was using, the Nemesis, actually had a rocket launcher, which was pretty damn cool. And it was a hell a lot better than the stuff that I'm getting here. Either way, keeping up with the score multiplier, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen there is an indicator of how far you are into the level. So as you can see, we're getting very close to the end, and at the end of each level there is a boss fight. So let's go ahead and just finish up the level and see what we can do in regards to the boss fight. I'm going to use a ability that I haven't used yet, which is the overdrive. This is the overdrive. Basically everything slows down to a crawl, and you can shoot the crap out of everyone in your way. It is a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of fun. You can also switch directions on that attack if you so desire. You can switch to the left, switch to the right, which is pretty cool. Destroy the crap out of everything. Also, let me just say something else, which is in terms of graphics, the stuff that you're watching on YouTube, either from me or from anyone else, will never, ever make justice to this game. Like the material that you're watching on YouTube, like you might think, oh, this game looks pretty good. Let me tell you, what you're watching on YouTube looks like ass compared to what this game actually looks like when you're actually playing it. The soundtrack, as you can tell, is really cool. It sounds kind of retro. if you guys played the old shooter games and whatnot. So in my opinion, that is very, very good. I really like the soundtrack. I also really like the sound. It is very easy to get into. It is not hard at all. Like some games sometimes, a lot of games sometimes have certain sounds and whatnot that some people have trouble getting used to and whatnot. This game is not one of those. Now, once you get to the boss, the multiplier stops leveling. So this is to prevent you from losing your multiplier just because you can't shoot the boss at any given time, because bosses do tend to become some bullet hell stages every now and then. Now, just keep in mind that I'm playing this in rookie difficulty, which makes the boss a lot easier than in harder difficulties. But it still makes it rather fun. So as you can see, this first boss, you want to destroy those outer shells. And now, as you can see, there is a shield on the other side of this thing, so you can actually get in there. Looks like the lasers are about... Oh, I was about to say that they're about to disappear. Oh, move slowly. You do not want to get yourself hit, and we've missed our shot at actually shooting the damn thing. Also, you got to keep dodging these bullets at all times. We're about to get a couple of shots here at the shield. There we go. And that's the boss. And at the end of the level, the game basically flexes all of his particles at you. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell in YouTube due to YouTube's quality, compression, and all that jazz. I know that this particular scene is going to look like complete ass, but it looks very visually impressive when you're watching it on the console. Just trust me on this. Either way, as you can see, you will get different bonuses according to stuff that you achieve. For instance, in this one, I got Invincible, which means that I did not die throughout the whole map. This gives you 25,000 points. Get Bomb Hoarder, which means I was holding 2 bombs at the end of the map. You get 5,000 points for each of those bombs. You get bonus score. I'm not exactly sure what bonus score is all about. Obviously, you're going to get bonuses for saving humans, and then you're going to get your 5 times multiplier going as well. So we made 2 million, which obviously is not that great. Did I die at the boss or something? I can't. No, I can't. I couldn't die. I was invincible. Either way, I guess that the multiplier master means that you need to hold 5 times multiplier at all times during the map. Either way, your multiplier carries over to the next map, as you will see here. You see we're starting at 5 times multiplier, so you have to keep that multiplier going. Which is why a lot of people might be thinking, oh man, there's a bomb that destroys everything. I mean, that's pretty much a get-out-of-jail-free card. It kind of is, but it can also cause you to lose your score multiplier, which is something that you obviously do not want to do. Save the human, didn't even fall. What a beast. Then again, once again, I am playing in rookie mode. Let's see if we can take care of this keeper. And I do want to take the human over there. Get your ass in there. And we have another human here. Let's go ahead and make sure to pick him up. Ooh, a power-up. Oops, I tossed the human by mistake. Sorry about that. Oh, crap. It's a good thing I had that shield. And here comes the keeper. Keeper free to human, so let's just hug the floor and go pick up that specific human. Hello. How you doing? I like throwing them at a distance. I'm not sure if this actually gives me additional points or not. I just like doing it. And our overdrive is charged, so you guys know what that means. If we have any issues, we can just pop that overdrive, get it going. But something that I was telling you guys, I'm not sure if you're able to tell by the video quality or not. Hopefully you're watching this full 1080p and full screen and whatnot. Everything that you see in the game right now... Wait a second. I need to get those keepers. Make sure I release that human. Everything that you see on screen right now is made of small blocks. Every single thing. The humans, the ships, everything is made of small blocks. And when you destroy something, what happens is the blocks that they form, they basically fall off with the physics engines, which is really, really cool looking. Like, you're just seeing particle effects and whatnot, but if you're actually looking at it on the console, what you're watching is actually the particles that form up each individual enemy, as well as your own ship if it explodes, and each individual structure or thing that you destroy. That's basically the stuff that you see. Like, if you take a look at the detail at the very bottom of the level, like on ground floor, that is all like particles that actually form the enemies. So there's a ton of particles in this game. There's a ton of really cool effects. I really like the bright, vivid colors. My wife basically said this game is a really dangerous game if you happen to be an epileptic, and I have to agree, because there's so many shiny, bright lights and so many special effects going off at any one time. It is just a very, very addicting title. I mean, like I said, I just finished this game not even like 2 hours ago, and I'm already playing it again, and I'm having a blast. Like, to me right now, I don't even care that much about what I'm talking about, per se. I'm just interested in, look, I want to get my score up. I want to get that, get this keeper group. I want to pick up this human, which we just did, mid-air and everything. Now I want to toss the human over there. What a beast, slam dunk, and wreck everything else. And this is pretty much the whole essence of this title. Like, if you're looking for a challenge, obviously you have a lot more challenging modes available. As a matter of fact, my next playthrough that I do of this particular title on a personal level is definitely going to be on the next difficult level, because, I mean, Rookie, I mean, sure, it's challenging if you're doing live commentary and whatnot, but if you're not doing that kind of stuff, it's getting pretty easy already. So obviously for my next playthrough, I definitely want to go with experience, see what other challenges and what other troubles I can get myself into. Ah! Almost lost the multiplier there. Amazing use of the turbo, if I can say so myself. You can also use the bombs to, oh, here's the keepers. You can also use the bombs to keep your multiplier going, because bombs do count towards your multiplier. And we just got an extra bomb too. But once again, if you use bombs, you're going to be losing out on that bomb hoarder thing. Going to be using turbo there, make sure that I was invincible to get through these enemies. It's just so much fun. This game is just fun. That's it. It's like, it doesn't care about story, logic, anything. It's just, look, we got a solid set of mechanics, and we're here to make sure that you're going to have a lot of fun. And that's what they try to do. And it seems to me that the gameplay on each of these ships is actually more different than the game itself allows players to know, because this ship has a really powerful frontal cannon, whereas the ship that I played previously, the Nemesis, it also had a decent frontal cannon, but it was not as good as this one, and instead it had rockets, and the rockets were a lot of fun. Like, I wish I could show you guys that one right now, but with this ship you can't do it. Turbo! And we ran out of turbo. You guys can see when turbo runs out if you're paying attention. If you look at your ship, it has two indicators. A green one, which I'm not sure what the green one indicates, if I'm being completely honest. I think the green one indicates your combo meter, and the blue one indicates your turbo meter. Yeah, and it drains as you are going through the ship and whatnot. Once the turbo finishes, you get an AoE explosion. It's kind of like a freebie to make sure that you don't flat out die when the turbo ends, but it also allows you to get a lot of good kills in if you know what you're doing, which clearly I still do not at this point. It's just, again, it's a game that is a lot of fun. It is not a highly complex game. It is extremely simple. It is very easy to get into, and it's just flat out fun. Lots and lots of fun. I actually lost a human. I can't believe that. I was not paying enough attention to the game. You see what I mean? I mean, you distract yourself, and even in rookie mode, it's like it's gone. You lost your shot at the perfect human score. And in comes the boss. Gonna show you guys this boss fight, and then we're gonna call it a video. Here it comes. So on this particular boss, you want to shoot the crap out of those platforms. You want to make sure not to get hit by the small little bullets that the boss is firing. This is a very simplistic boss. This is one of the easiest ones in this particular difficulty, in my opinion. Wait, you don't want to explode that one yet? Because when you explode it, it's going to switch directions, if you guys noticed previously. So you destroy that one, and now you get this one. This is stuff that you start picking up as you play through the game. Then Armageddon, and the game flexes its particles and cubicles at you, which is really, really cool to see. Either way, this is Resogun. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Resogun? It is definitely one of my favorite titles for the PlayStation at this point. Hands down, one of the titles I've had the most fun with since I purchased the console. Because again, it is a title that doesn't demand a lot of investment from you. It's just like, look, I'm just here to make sure you have fun. This is like, if the title was to talk to you, this is what it would say. It would be like, look, I just want you to have fun. I don't want you to commit 100 hours to me. Just whenever you feel like having a blast, relieving some stress or whatever, just hop on, destroy the crap out of some enemies and whatnot. See if you can beat your own high scores, or see if you can go for the world leader high score or whatever, and just have fun with it. And fun with it, I am having quite a bit. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about Resogun? Me personally, loving it. Love every single thing there is to love about this particular title. The only complaint that I would have is that the screen does get a lot hectic sometimes, and it's kind of hard to visualize what exactly the enemies are throwing at you, because every single time something dies, little blue cubes fly towards your ship, and sometimes you're like, is that thing going to hit me? And sure, it's green, but you're still like, it might hit me, it might destroy me, I don't know what's going on. It's crazy, but it's just a lot of fun. Apart from that, title is perfect. Love it in every possible way. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.